Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Claude and the Banstas. Hope you're all well. Welcome on this Wednesday evening, awful evening, raining and very, very awful day. Hope you're all well for this Man City versus Aston Villa live watch-along. Hope you're all well. Updates for Claude. What I'm going to do is, because a lot of people come in late and things like that, there's a message running along the bottom of the screen just explaining a little bit of Claude. He's still unwell, unfortunately, but he appreciates all your comments. He's seen them on the comments when he's been able to watch the streams, and he says thank you very much. He really appreciate it, and he will he'll be back as soon as he possibly can. So Diesel, let me quickly jump into the team straight away because we're going to be kicking off any second soon.
Go on, mate.
So what we've got Man City's team: Edison, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Rodri, Gundogan, Silva, Sterling, and Foden for the Man City team. You've got Jesus, Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho, Mahrez, all on the bench for Man City. No Aguero. He must be injured still. Right, for Villa, Martinez in goal, Cash, Ngoya, Mins, Taggart, Luiz, McGinn, Traore, Barkley, Grealish, and Watkins. Good team for Villa and good team for City. Diesel, what do you think about them two teams?
Strong. I think someone just put in the chat. I think big up to David Dundas, by the way. He said Villa haven't played for 19 days. So it can either work for them with regards to they've had plenty of rest, or it can go against them, meaning they're going to be rusty. And obviously, you know, match fitness isn't going to be as sharp as what it needs to be. They're having a really good season, Villa. But I look at Man City's team I look at that team; they just look so strong in all areas, don't they? Plus, they're on form. And do you know what? It's funny because when we done a stream at the start of the season to predict who we thought would win the league. Do you remember? I think I went with Man City. I'm sure you and Claude were Liverpool, but I went with them because I
went Man City. You were same.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
Oh no, Claude went Liverpool, didn't he? Yeah, Claude went Liverpool. Yeah, because I remember I was saying to you, if they can fix that defence, that's the only thing that I think is holding them up. If they can fix that defence, then for me, it's all systems go. And the way it's looking at the moment, I'm sticking by it. I still think they're going to win it, Tel. They're hitting form at the right time. And you know what? No one's really talking about Man City at the moment. You know, Man United are up there. All the talk at the moment in the media and the press is, you know, basically always seems to be Man United and Liverpool. No one's really talking about City. And I think that will work in their favour. You know, they just go about their business quietly. And of all the teams in the league, they're the team for me who are capable of putting 7, 8, 9 wins together. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're keeping clean sheets. John Stone's in a lot of form. He's got Ruben Diaz has come in, and let's be honest, he looks like he's been playing for them for ages. They're not leaking any goals, mate. So do you know what? At the moment, you got to say, for me, they're the informed team at the moment. So yeah, I think they're going to win today. But I do like Villa. I like their team. So yeah, let's see what can happen, mate. I'm expecting goals. So yeah, let's say we were right to do this watch along, eh? So yeah,
exactly, mate. Exactly. All right, let's quickly get our predictions in. Everyone in the chat, let us know your predictions. We'll try and get a few up on the screen once you put them in. Diesel, what are you going with, mate?
I'm going to go 2-1 City.
Do you know what? I think there are going to be a few goals in this game. I'm hoping there will be. I'm going to go 3-2 City. I'm going to go 3-2 City. We've got anything in the chat? What's going on in the chat?
Actually, who's in goal for Villa? Is it Martinez?
Yeah, Martinez.
Yeah, no, they ain't going to score 3, mate. Yeah. So, look, I'm joking. You never know, mate. You never know. You never know. I just think they haven't played for like so long, and I've got a feeling that that might go against them. They might sort of tire out because the pace of the game. To go 19 days without a game, it's a hell of a long time, isn't it? So that match sharpness, couple, if you couple that with how good City are with keeping the ball, so I would imagine that possession-wise, it's going to be Man City. Aston Villa are going to have to do a lot of chasing, and that will tire them out. That's how I'm thinking of it. But listen, I could be wrong, mate. They could come and just blitz it, so it can go one or the other.
De Bruyne with a corner. Man City. Oh my God! How has that not gone in? How has that not gone in? I reckon there might be a couple of injuries here, and all. Who's down on the floor? Mins is on the floor for Villa, but looks like he's getting up. We had a free kick. De Bruyne put it in, and it went out for a corner, and the corner's just been taken. And oh my God, Martinez done well there. And then the two defenders threw their body in front of who was it who had a shot? It looks like Stones. Wow, just in front of the goal, and it's gone out for it looks like another corner.
Right, let's have a look.
Yeah, it's another corner here. So early threat here from Man City in the first 4 minutes. Corner comes in, and Mins has half dealt with it. Grealish has now dealt with it and got Villa hopefully on the attack. But no, Man City Villa still got it. They're going on the attack now. No, it's a free kick for Villa on the halfway line.
Winner Surfer, hello, mate. Hello, lads. Waiting for the white smoke above Stamford Bridge to signal that Lampard has been sacked. Nippon from the chat. Hello, Nippon. Hope you're well, mate.
Hope you're well, Nippon. Look, it's the same thing as the situation that we've been in, Man United have been in. And look, I know Lampard has spent a lot of money at Chelsea, and the players ain't connecting with each other at the moment, and they've still got to settle in. But look, does Lampard need to be sacked? For me, look, I'd give him to the end of the season. You look at the beginning of the season, they sort of was on the run and was right up there. United were on a bad run, and we all, everyone thought that Ollie was going to get sacked. Oh, Villa are in here just inside the box. Oh, but Man City dealt with it, and now they're coming away. But yeah, you look at Man United, you know what I mean? What would have happened if they sacked Ollie? And look where they are now. They're top of the league at the minute. Same with Arteta, you know what I mean? He was on a bad run of 8 runs, and now it's gone the other way. So this season is a very weird season for me. Very weird season.
Exactly. Hence why I said to you, United are top with the poorest team I've seen. I don't rate Solskjaer. I don't care if they're top, mate. I don't rate it. He should not be at that club. A club like that, steeped in tradition, possibly the biggest club in world football, and you're giving it to a man like that. No, not for me. But then people will say I'm wrong because they're top, But no.
I understand where you're coming from.
6 weeks ago, Till, no one wanted him. So 6 weeks ago, he was on the brink. So I can't see how it changes. Within 6 weeks, and that's not so much us. That's Man United fans. There's a lot of United fans who don't want him there, but now they do. But if they lose 2-3 games on the bounce, they then want him out. Then they want him in. Then out. Then in. Then out. Then in. I'm sorry. Come on.
Do you know what? What you just said there about obviously they're a great tradition, great history, and things like that. My only problem is what you're saying is that they need like an experienced manager and things like that. Is that there's not a lot of them there. Like when you go back a few years ago, there was managers galore. If you know what I mean. Once one manager went out, you know what I mean. There was loads of managers to go and pick from. And if you think about it, if they do get rid of him, who is available for them to go and get? I mean, you've got Allegri. That's obviously not in a job. That's not in a job. I mean, and there's only like probably a handful of managers out there that you would go and get now. It's not like years ago. It's all changing. It's all changing from years ago. You know what I mean? Where you had loads of managers to pick from. Let's be honest. You had loads.
Yeah,
of
I know, but you get certain clubs, that are such a pull that whether a manager's in a job or not, you can't turn down United. You know what I mean? And listen, you know as much, you know as well as I do. You know how much I can't stand United. I can't. I've never, and a lot of that obviously from growing up. I can't stand Spurs, but I hate Man United with a passion. But at the same time, we got to be honest about it. It's Man United, to have that on your CV. I mean, it's the job of dreams. It is. It's up there with the likes of, say, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Managers, when they come knocking, these clubs, they don't often knock twice. Do you know what I'm saying? So that one knock.
Foden. Foden, it gone in and it's gone for a corner. Sorry, mate.
But that's all right. Joe as well, mate. Big up to Joseph. Thank you, mate, for the donation. Really appreciate that. Joe's put a big up Terry and Diesel. You're both happy with Ozil gone? It's not been announced yet, has it?
It's not, but it's gone.
No, we know, but it's not. Yeah, it's not officially.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So so yes, we are, Joe. Wait until it's announced, mate. And obviously, you'll see just how excited I am. Hope you're both well. Partey is another level to Xhaka and Ceballos and El Neni. Oh, mate. Yeah. Levels, plural, Joe, plural. S on the end. Levels.
We'll get on to Arsenal in a second, but going back to what you were just talking about again,
I
think what people have got to look at. Oh, here's a good ball here, but City have dealt with it.
What minute you into?
9, 8, 10, 11.
What you on?
9, 12, 13, 14.
I'm on 8:52, 8:53. That's not that bad, is it?
About 20 seconds behind, mate.
Yeah. All right, I'll take that.
What was I going to say? Yeah, like going back to the situation, right? This is what I don't understand why fans don't pick this up. Hold up, we've got a 2 against 2 here. Villa on the attack. Barkley 3 against 2. But what a poor ball by Barkley! Oh my God, they was in there, Villa. What a poor ball! But that could be rustiness, like you said, These or would they haven't played for 18, 19 days. You know what I mean? But that was a poor ball. Poor ball there.
Yeah, it will affect him, won't it? It will affect him.
Of course it will, mate. Just getting back to the situation with United. What I don't think a lot of people take for in consideration is that yes, United is a pool. Yes, United are one of the best teams in the world out there, but you've got to look at the whole situation as a whole. And then if you go back just before, when David Moyes took over from Alex Ferguson, and then Mourinho, and now even Ollie. Their squad and their team is still not fantastic. They still need a overhaul of players, in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? So years ago, when managers come in, let's be honest. The clubs would give you time. Let's be real with Ferguson. How long he was there before he won trophies? You know what I mean, they gave him time to do that. You haven't got that nowadays with a lot of teams, and with Man United, you know what I mean, let's be real. Ferguson got out because he knew the ship was sinking. He knew it. He got out at the right time, Ferguson.
Oh, no, he did. Yeah, he did. How he won the title, right, with that squad he had, was testament to him, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, Tel, right? But I just think no matter how poor that squad is, it's the name. Man United, and it's like in any other job, Tel. Don't forget these top clubs, they pay big dollar. Do you know what I'm saying as well? So it's also a money aspect. It's some of these clubs. It's that mystique. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's the mystique. Real Madrid and Barcelona are 2 clubs that are in such a bad position at the moment. The worst I've seen. If they come knocking, mate, no matter how bad Barcelona is, it's Barcelona. Do you know what I'm saying? And your name is up in lights. So if you could be the man to go to that club or Man United, and you're the man who actually turns it around, my God, what would that do for you? Like your stock is at an all-time high. You know what I mean? Yeah. So some managers, top managers, love that challenge as well. Don't forget, it's a challenge.
No, exactly. Foden. Oh my God. But by the same token, again, if you look at the other side of that, and you go there and you don't make it. at Barcelona, because obviously everything doesn't fall in place for you. Then it goes the other way. Do you know what I mean? It goes the other way. Whereas, oh, well, you're at Barcelona, you can do this, you can do that there, you got the money to do this and that. Do you know what I mean? Why haven't you done it? And then it goes the other way. It's the other end. For me, it's like what I'm trying to say is like, even if you were the top manager, right? Even if you were the top manager, say, I don't know, for instance, like, you know, Mourinho and Carlo Ancelotti, right? Like you wanted to come to Arsenal. Yeah. Is that, if I was to look at the situation and I'm thinking as a manager now, if I go there, right, I'm not going to get the money. I'm not going to get the money that I want to go out and get the players that I want. Right. So all automatically there straight away, I've got to alter my plans or alter the way I want to do things, and then go and look for, maybe, like we say, second-rated players to come in and do the job for me to get me up there, right? Then I've got the situation of, before all this happened, all the players that are there already, all these crap players that we don't want to play, how am I going to get rid of them? Because obviously we still need a squad. We still need a squad of players. That is not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to be able to go there and say, right, tomorrow, you, and you're out the door. See you later. Goodbye. Off you go. Do you know what I mean? You've got to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was. If anyone ain't watched it, yeah, it was a great show earlier on I done with Taddy again, and we were talking about this. You know what I mean? The thing is that it all takes time. It's okay going in for somewhere like PSG, like Potter's done. Do you know what I mean? They've already got the foundations there, already got the team there, and if necessary, he can go out and get 2 or 3 players that he possibly needs or he wants, if you know what I mean, to make it his squad.
That's yeah. Don't forget, I mean, I mean, PSG are literally backed by a country, right? So, you know, all this time, no, it's true though, isn't it? It's true. Yeah. When you think all that time at Spurs under, you know, money restraints, and he's now gone to a club where they can afford any player on the planet. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, that's like when you were saying, I know you was joking, well, I hope you was joking the other day, but when you said about him winning the cup, that's not him. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank God you were. But you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sal. I mean, they're what you call super clubs, aren't they? Same as like Man City are backed by a country. Do you know what I'm saying? It's Man United, for a club who's so heavily in debt, they still make so much money worldwide that, you know, they will always be able to, you know, chuck 100 million a summer, or it's just, they're that kind of club, you know, like they more or less print money. Do you know what I mean? But I know what you're saying about what if they don't, but sure, but there are certain, I generally believe, Tel, that when you're a top manager, yeah, right, and you get big clubs coming for you, they don't tend to knock twice, right? And my whole thing is, if you either take it now or you run the risk of never ever being asked again. And whether it's a massive job there, and which a top club, Tel, is always going to be a big job anyway. No, you know, no matter what, right? But surely, isn't it better to take it rather than refuse it and just live life thinking, what if? What if?
Obviously,
that's what make, plus obviously the money, you know, obviously, you know, we are, you know, the richest league in world football, Tel. So, you know, Spain, Italy, wherever, they can't even get near the amount of money that obviously we produce here, you know, in terms of salaries, in terms of what managers get. Yeah, you've only got to look at managers who get sacked, Tel. You know, they're walking away with 10, 15 million compensation. Do you know what I'm saying? So when people say, I feel for the manager, well, yeah, but he's also £10 million richer. I don't feel for him that much. Do you know what I'm saying? Plus, he can walk into another job like next week. So it's one of them, mate. But there's just certain clubs, you know, that managers would love to just manage. You know what I mean? Big clubs, you know, and managers have got egos as well. You know, it's. I suppose that's what I look at, but
exactly. Listen, we've all got different opinions and the way we look at things. The only thing that I would wish that some certain fans would do, you know what I mean, instead of being very, very reactional straight away after a loss or after a draw or even a win. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter always. Just look at the whole situation first. Break it down. Do you know what I mean? Break it down, look at everything, and then come to the conclusion. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would like, but you know, everyone is different.
You're never going to have that, mate.
No, exactly.
You're never going to have. Unfortunately, you're not. Do you know what, Terry? What surprised me, if a lot of the so like we talk about Arsenal fans, you know, that like this fan base as toxic and negative, and which it is, but it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of the fans who do that are non-Arsenal fans. They are, but they're really not.
Yeah.
They just know that we're the most easily triggered fan base, right? And the media know that. Social media, you know, like the media know, which is why they always, if you notice, every summer, it's always Arsenal have only got 30 million to play with in the summer. I don't see them say that about any other club. It's always Arsenal, because they know that we read it and think, oh my God, where's all this money gone? And it creates all this friction. But then every summer we always spend over 30 million anyway. So it's a rubbish story. But this summer it will happen again. And once again, we'll believe it, because that's what we do. We don't learn. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, it's all installments. So 50 million to spend can still get you 3 or 4 good players.
Of course.
But people think you pay it all up front in one lump sum.
Yeah.
It's not. It's all in. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at it like that, but all Arsenal fans think they're accountants tonight as well. So
accountants, managers, and assistant managers, and players, and God knows what. So
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Big up Alex Wilden. Come on. Yeah, I've got to say, mate. I see. I haven't seen today's one yet. I saw your one yesterday with Taddy. Spoke a lot of sense, Taddy, man. You know, I was watching it. I was thinking, do you know what? Some of the points she brought up were actually really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I've seen Claude go on his a few times on his, and he's come out with certain things. I'm like, Taddy, you can't believe that, surely? Come on now. You must be having. But yeah, yesterday I've got to make you right. I thought, that was a really good stream, mate. Really good stream.
Yeah, two good streams. So if you haven't seen it, please go over and give them a watch. Yeah. Just to let everyone know quickly, and all Friday transfer news show. We've got Mr. X Arsenal legend Kevin Campbell coming on at 3 o'clock. He'll be on Friday for that show, and hopefully we might have Lee Gunner on Monday on that show. He's just going to let us know if he can fit it in. But hopefully on Monday we might have Lee Gunner on that show on the 3 p.m. show on come Monday. So please, everyone, come over and watch it. Give it a watch. We'll be good.
Yeah.
Look forward to it. And then obviously in between that, we've got the Saturday live match watch along, the Southampton versus Arsenal. That'll be on at 12. I think it's 12:15 kickoff, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, nice and early.
And Tuesday, the same again, but in the Premier League, Southampton against Arsenal.
God, we got to beat them at least one of those times. Go.
Wow.
But yeah, nice. The games are coming thick and fast, you know. But yeah, also listen, the usual as well, guys. Facebook, please help us on that. We want to grow it as quickly as we possibly can. And yeah, the usual on here. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, get it out there. Because the road to 40k.
Yeah,
I personally want to see how quickly we can get that. And there's no reason why we can't get there quickly. Why not? When we've got people like you behind us, anything's possible. So
we'll be doing a giveaway, Diesel. Don't forget. I'm sorting that. So hopefully by this weekend, I've been really busy, sorry, but hopefully by this weekend we will get the competition up and running. All you've got to do is enter. Make sure that you're following all our platforms on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and things like that. And all you have to do is share it, and then once you've entered, we would once you put a comment on that, it'd probably be through Instagram. So all you need to do is comment and share it on that particular advertisement, and then you'll be entered into the draw. And just to show you what we've got lined up for you already, we've got an Arsenal underground light up box, which is up for grabs, and then we've got a 2 seconds. And then we've got a Arsenal football kit print. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that, Diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Print. Yep. It's of the undefeatables, or if you're support a different team, we'll be able to get you a one with the team that you support. And also at the moment we've got this one, which I know Diesel wants to win, and that is
God, mate, that's the one.
No,
not him. Not Frank.
And only Force and Horses print. So at the moment, they're the three that we've got up for grabs that will be in the giveaway. I'm just talking with someone with a replica kit. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a kit sorted out, and we might even be able to chuck in a bit of merchandise to go with it, and hopefully some more once I get them on board. But what we want to do is try and reach 40k as quick as possible. So we need your help, and all you got to do that is just like all subscribe and like on all of our platforms and share it. That's all you need to do.
Exactly. Simple as that. And that's all our platforms, even our individual ones. Follow us, get it out there. But I'll tell you what a prize. Yeah, especially that Fools and Horses one. I'll tell you something. The lady who's you can see her pieces of work there. I mean, I knew straight away that was for Frank Lampard.
Yeah,
straight away. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show how great her work. What a talent! Absolutely. Yeah. I wish I could paint like that. Yeah. Tell you what, make a mint. But Ricardo wants a poster of Unai, so I'm sure we can sort that out, Rick.
I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Ricardo. I'll do it in a dartboard for you.
Yeah. Oh. Remember the old Terry Neal and Don Howe days? Yes, mate.
Ah, bloody hell, yes. Just quickly, it's 24 minutes gone. It's still City 0, Aston Villa 0. As you can imagine, Man City are having all the possession. Villa had a couple of chances, but I mean, it's all City to be honest at the moment. And you would think that after Villa having 19 days off.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, whether they did or not, possession-wise, it's going to be City. They're just so great on the ball. They're great off it. You know what I say to you all the time about how bad we are off the ball? Yeah. You know, I look at a team like City, and the way they are off the ball. You know,
just inside the box, ball comes across, well defended, and I think that's gone for a corner. It's gone for a corner. Villa got a corner. Sorry, Diesel, mate.
Oh, they? It's Grealish. Oh, yeah, Grealish is.
Yeah, Grealish is playing, yeah.
Yeah. John McGinn.
Yeah. Watkins. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I think I'm seeing. Oh, good ball by Grealish. Yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah, the keeper tried to clear it, but it went out.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, got a corner here.
Terry, are there I Love Arteta shirts in your store already? Terry wants a dole of Mikel.
Here comes a corner in from Aston Villa. Grealish taking it.
Comes straight in together.
And City have dealt with it. Oh, De Bruyne running straight down the wing on this left-hand side. Cuts inside the middle. He plays the ball to Sterling, but it's not a good ball. Not a good ball. Straight to the keeper.
Go on, Tel.
Beaker, yeah. So what it will be is it will be on Instagram, Beaker. So you'd have to have an Instagram account. You need to go. What you'd have to do is go on the actual post itself. You'd have to comment and share it to at least one person that you think would be interested, so we can get the ball rolling and keep it doing. And then once you've commented, you will we will get a comment picker that will pick out a person randomly that's commented on that post to be the winner. But what you must be doing is following every single one of our platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and obviously me and Diesel. And that's all you need to do, mate. That's all you need to do is follow all of us, comment on the post, and then share it. And then that's all you have to do to enter. And once we reach the 40k on YouTube, we will obviously pick the winner out at random, and the winner will be getting all them prizes.
Yeah. So what are you waiting for, guys? Crack on. Come on. Crack on.
I got to put it up first.
Yeah. Sorry. Terry, what are you waiting for? Crack on.
Walker's being substituted here. He's obviously injured himself. Sinchenko's coming on for him.
Delwyn, good question, mate. Lads, what's your thoughts on Socrates free to find a new club after Arsenal cancelled the defender's contract? Yeah, you're doing well to get rid of the Deadwood.
We bloody are. Go on, I'll let you go first, Diesel, because I had my say a bit earlier, and then I'll just recap.
Yeah. The cynical side of me was I did think at first, well, hang on a minute, there was interest in him. We could have sold him. So why haven't we got any money for him? But it's not like it would have been big money anyway. And I think obviously it was what you said to me, Tel, when you texted me earlier on. It's look, let's just get him out. You know, these are fringe players at best. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get big money for him. I think even last year we was I'm trying to think of what club it was. Talking about a 3 million fee for him. 3 million. Don't get me wrong, a lot of money, but in football terms, that's nothing, is it? You know, it's like a fiver to us. So, terminated. He's gone. It's even more wages off the wage bill now. And according to Romano, obviously the notification I had earlier on, the priority now is a midfielder. So I think the club have basically said, "Tell, look, you can't buy until you get rid of at least three of these players and get the money off the wage bill." Which I get that. I understand that. How can we go out and get new players when we still got such a heavy squad?
Yeah. Just quickly, sorry, mate. Boyner just had a good shot and it's gone for a corner. Sorry, mate.
Yeah. So yeah, and do you know what, Till? I had nothing against Socrates. Nothing against him. You know, he plays with his heart on his sleeve. You know, he's an honest player. Right? He wasn't great. He was a lump. That's how I looked at him. He was just a lump, wasn't he? Yeah. No frills. He's just a throwback.
Sterling with the ball cross. Oh, good defending again. Goes out for another corner. Yeah, go on, mate.
Yeah, he's just a throwback, you know. But listen, he was never going to play Tel, so yeah, go, you know, and good luck to him. I hope he finds another club. I hope he gets some playing time. I never disliked him. He wasn't good enough. But, you know, at the end of the day, you can't dislike him. He did what he is what he is. He's like an El Neni for me. It's a similar type of player where I don't dislike him, but they have limitations. They know they have limitations, but they play to the best of what they can. You know, they're just you know what I mean? A lump, a body, you know, a body. That's how I look at him. So, yeah, no, fair play to him. He's gone. Good luck to him. I've got nothing bad against him, mate.
Look, listen, I said exactly more or less the same thing, Diesel. At the end of the day, I've got nothing against him. He just simply weren't good enough for us to go and buy in the first place, in my eyes. He should never have been in our squad. It basically sums up Arsenal transfer windows over the last sort of 10 years, I would say. He's one of them players that we should never have gone and got, Diesel, in my eyes. And that's why we've been going backwards and backwards and backwards. You know, look, when he come on, he done okay, let's be real. He wasn't outstanding. He just done his job, really, if you know what I mean. But when you look at him, he's not the standard that we need going forward. And,
no, he's not. We got him because he was cheap, Tel. If we're being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
He was cheap. He was a cheap alternative. You know?
Exactly. And not only that, that click, I was saying this earlier on, that click now that was behind the scenes, in the training ground, as friends, they're slowly going there. Ozil, Socrates, Kolosiak, you know what I mean? They're all gone. Guendouzi put in that and all. You know, that sort of clique of group that was player power. Let's be honest, player power in the background is slowly going there, and thank God for that. And for me, the best part of it all, right? The best part of it all, as you know, Diesel, and I've been saying it for a very long time, is I did not think this was going to happen until the end of the season.
No, I'm with you. I didn't.
You know what I mean? That's why I kept saying, you know as well as anybody, I kept saying, wait till the end of the season when their contracts are up, because I didn't think they would go, mate. I didn't think they would go. So this happening now has made it even better for Arsenal as a football club going forward, sorry. And I just think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant. Would it stop there? Look, a lot of people want Mustafi gone. We all want him gone. But like I said earlier, and don't forget, we still need a squad of players. We're not going to go out and replace all them players we just let go. We're not going to.
No.
Not yet. So we still need a squad of players. And that is why when you see the news reports and he's saying that he's told Mustafi that you're not going anywhere yet. That word is a big, you know what I mean? A big word, that yet. Because what you've got to look at is that we still need a squad of players. Yes, we all want him gone, but let's get rid of the people that we've got rid of at the moment. That's the core group gone already, which I'm loving. You know what I mean? Ozil going is absolutely fantastic. We're just waiting for it to be obviously announced, and then we can move on as a football club in the right way and rebuild properly, Diesel.
Yeah, if one player went this January, Tel, and no one else, and that was Ozil, I'd have been happy with that. If I'm honest, I would have. You know how much I can't stand him. And like I keep saying, it's everything that comes with him. So it would have been like a huge black cloud being lifted. The fact that he's, and you're right in what you're saying. I think we both, that's one of the things that we agreed on, because I can't see it. For me, it doesn't make sense for any player. Why would they leave when they've only got 6 months left? You know, it's they're picking up their money by doing nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And these, because these players are mercenaries, certain other players, good honest players, and this is why I always rave on about the James Milners, the Gareth Barrys, you know, those sort of players, because they want to play. They're not the type to sit on the bench and just pick up their money. They'd rather leave and go and play elsewhere, even if it's a club not as big as the club that they're already at. You know, but these players that we're talking about now, they're mercenaries, Tel. You know, they've had opportunities in the past to go. They haven't, because it comes down to that. You know, it's the dough. So because they got 6 months left, I would have thought, and Mesut Ozil, he's even come out and said it. You know, I will be seeing out the remainder of my contract with Arsenal. I will go when I want to go. You know, he's come out and said that. So that told me he will sit here for the remaining, 6 months, pick up his wages. He's a free agent in the summer, so he'll get a massive signing on bonus somewhere else. He's quids in. Makes sense, yeah? But yeah, and I read something in the paper the other day that Mesut Ozil's apparently given up a lot of money to make this move happen, which I think is absolute rubbish. I reckon the club have paid him. There's no. Why would you 6 months, Tel?
Yeah,
you wouldn't, especially in his mind, he's been treated unfairly. Why would you? Do you know what I mean? Not say goodbye to 5, 6, 7 million for the sake of 6 more months. I wouldn't. You wouldn't. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know who would. You know what I'm saying? So I reckon they've come to an agreement. Arsenal have paid him whatever it is, his loyalty bonus at the end of his contract or whatever. And rightly so, he's entitled to it. Let's be honest, whether we like it or not, he's entitled to it. Arsenal have made the right decision by letting him go, because I think a lot goes on behind the scenes. I reckon Ozil is at the centre of a lot of, as you say, the player power. For some reason, these players respect Ozil. I don't know why, but they do. And I saw your thing with Taddy about, what you read out. Who was it? Was it Mustafi, wasn't it, on Twitter?
Yeah, Mustafi and Guendouzi, yeah.
Yeah, so it's you read into that and you think Ozil for me is not in the picture, but he's behind there stirring. He's one of them for me. So he's gone. Socrates, let's be honest, he's probably one of them in that clique as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Playing in Germany, being at Dortmund. Being at Dortmund, an ex-Dortmund player playing in Germany. He would have been another one. He's now gone. So yeah, listen, mate, I can't knock it, Tel. If we don't get anyone this January, I told you before, I'm not going to kick and scream about it, right? I'm not going to, because they're doing what they need to get the first thing done first. Ship players out. I'm not fussed about who comes in at the moment. Get these players out, right? Rebuild from scratch. Knock it all down and start again. And that's what we need to do, mate.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. Yeah.
Got a good question here for is that Pratik?
Pratik, yeah. Hello, mate.
guys be okay with getting a declining player on loan in this window and going all out for someone like Grealish in the summer?
God, hey, I don't even got to think about that. I'd settle for no one, Pratik. No one, as I just said. I like if we don't buy anyone in January, then fine, not a problem. For the next 6 months, play the team we got and bring up another 1 or 2, youngsters from the youth. All right, promote them. But in the summer, we go big. By that time, 6 months worth of money coming in because obviously no Ozil, no Socrates. Socrates was probably on 100 grand a week. Do you know what I'm saying? Kolasinac was on about 100 grand a week. So all that money that's been freed up should allow us to go big. Now, whether we do or not, because I don't trust this club, and I'm being honest, I don't. Right? Once bitten, twice shy and all that, right? But hopefully we're doing this to allow us in the summer. Because I don't think, sorry, mate, very quickly, but I don't think if no one left in January, if Ozil stayed and Socrates stayed and Kolasinac stayed, and then we got rid of those in the summer, it would be, for me, I don't think Arsenal have got it in them to not only ship out 4 or 5 players, but to bring in 3 or 4 top players. It's too much. Arsenal won't do that. So I prefer it this way. January, their one job in January, ship out. Then in the summer, they've got less to do. And that's buy in. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm hoping, mate.
For that. We've got a corner here for City. De Bruyne just about to take the corner. Corner comes in. And it's no, come on, that is never a free kick. That is never a free kick on Martinez there. But they've got it, Villa anyway. Look, listen, I totally agree with everything you just said there, and I totally agree with the question. Of course, why wouldn't we? My only argument against that is that will fans have the patience then of waiting till 6 months before all jumping on the bandwagon saying, well, Arteta needs to go. He needs to go. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing that.
I get that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. But we did a stream once, right? And I said to you, I think it was when Arteta first arrived. And there was a lot of fans who weren't happy about it. Yeah, But what I said to you was, it gets to a point here where, if I'm honest, it's sod the fans. It's for the board.
In the box, praise it back. Oh, that was a poor ball. Well played by Villa. Sorry, mate. Go on.
Yeah, it's the board. Forget the fans for a minute about supporting. It's the important question is, will the board support him? Forget the fans, because let's be honest, they don't care about us. We're customers now. I've always said that we are customers. We're not. They don't look at us as fans anymore. We are customers. It's as simple as that. And whether we're not happy about something or whatever, they don't care. And that's not just Arsenal. I think that's most clubs now. They just don't care. They do whatever they want to do, whether we like it or not. Right? It's a business now. It's not a sport anymore. Them days have gone. It's all about money now. And I think I'm hoping. If Arteta really, and this is what I said to you, I don't think he'll get big money in the summer. When I say big, I mean big. I don't. But again, I'm not really fussed on that. I don't care if we don't get 80, 90 million pound players, but we can get the right players, So I remember when, like I said to you about, Andy Robertson at Liverpool, Mane when he was at Southampton. Do you know what I'm saying? Salah, who they got from abroad. These players who come in, Jordan Henderson from Sunderland. Do you know what I'm saying? The kind of buys that if we made them, our snobby fans would be, what are you buying him for? What, from Sunderland? You mad? Do you know what I'm saying? Where's the Messis? Where's the Ronaldos? But it can work, It's clever. It's just smart recruiting. Do you know what I'm saying? Bissouma is another one, right? I like him. Him and Partey together, right, would be absolutely awesome. But fans will stick their nose up at that because he plays at little old Brighton. That's all it is. If it was at Liverpool or United, oh my, different story then. Yeah, got to get him. Yeah. But he's at Brighton. Just goes to show. And he wouldn't be big money, He wouldn't be big money. But that's a player right there who would straight away come in and improve that defence levels.
Yeah.
But what we'll do is we'll go abroad, as we always do. Do you know what I'm saying? This player's ready now. He's ready now. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, we're coming. Foden just on this left-hand side inside the box, cuts inside, plays it back to who is that? I can't see who that is, but they're coming across the field. Sterling on this right-hand side, just inside the box, trying to weave in and out.
Yes, Chronic, he should be, mate. Bellerin. Do you think Bellerin should be sold?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, hopefully, well, PSG are supposed to be coming in for him now, haven't they? I've heard a little rumor anyway. So PSG
Hopefully.
or Barcelona, 25, 30 million, take it all day long.
Oh, mate, yeah, take it. Even if it's 15, take it.
Yeah, I'll take it all day long. But like I said, what we've got to remember is we still need a squad. We still need a squad at the moment. So it's not all going to get done as quick as what we all want it to. Do you know what I mean? We've got to have just a little bit of patience. If we have a little bit of patience and we recruit right, Arteta gets the right players in, I really do think that we could definitely be straight back up there, Diesel.
Yeah. No, I tell you, as we said the other day, mate. If you look at the youngsters we've got, Chel, I think the clever way of doing it, build the team around these youngsters. Do you know what I mean? Build it around them. You know, don't don't replace them or I don't want players to come in to stunt their growth, if you like, right? Let them express themselves. But what we need to do is get players in and around them, Tel. Do you know what I'm saying? Players with experience, a bit of leadership, you know what I mean? And really, bring these youngsters on. Yeah. Players who are going to come in seasoned professionals. I'm not interested anymore in, we've just got a 19-year-old, he's got massive he's got bags of potential. In the future, he will be a top player. No, we need top players now. Yeah. Or, good players now. I want hard workers. That's why I rave about John McGinn. Because as much as Grealish takes all the plaudits, the work that McGinn gets through, if you watch him when they play, his work rate, he doesn't stop, Tel. He's like the water carrier. I look at N'Golo Kante, he's like that. We'll never get the headlines. But my God, he does the job of two men in the middle of that part. And that's what I want. I want players like that. You know what I'm saying?
We've just got a corner here, just coming in the box. And City have half dealt with it. Oh no, City have dealt with it. No, you're right, mate. You're right, and that's what I was saying. We were talking about the other day. Hold up, De Bruyne's through here on this right hand side, plays it across. Foden. Oh my God, what a poor shot! He more or less placed it, and the defender got there. What a poor shot by Foden. I was saying this again the other day on the transfer news show. And that is obviously, do you know what? I just lost my train of thought. What was we talking about?
Hard-working players.
Yeah, you're right. That's the position I think we desperately need. Obviously, we need a goalkeeper without a shadow of a doubt, right? We need a goalkeeper that is got to be on the agenda no matter what. But my next position, I think, is a must. Is that defensive midfield one? And my reason for that is Diesel is because I want Partey and Smith. Oh, Foden on this left-hand side, play it back. Oh, and Villa got rid of it. I want Partey and Smith Rowe to be playing, right, in that midfield with someone that can just sit back and help that defence.
Yeah.
He gets the ball from the defence, plays it to them two, and let them do the playmaking. And not only that, they will get box to box. You know what I mean? And they haven't got to think, well, I can't run forward here because I don't know if Smith Rowe is going to be stand back. I don't know if Shaqard's going to be stand back. They automatically know that say, for instance, a Bazuma or Kante is going to be there. And that one odd occasion where he may strike forward, Partey or Smith Rowe would know that they've got a cover in anyway for that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all they've got to do is worry about, get that ball, get us on the offence straight away, straight downfield. You know what I mean? Let's get forward straight away. And that's what I want. I don't want them to have to be that defensive midfielder and have to do that work. I want someone else to do that for us because otherwise we'll take that away from from Partey and Smith Rowe's game. I think Diesel.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's. I agree, mate. We need someone who can, as you say, like a proper DM tell. A lot of Arsenal fans think that's what Partey is, right? But I don't think he is. I'm not saying he can't play that role, but if he's limited, if he does play that role, because there's so much more to his game. He's got so many attributes that he can help us going forward, right? What I want is a player, a proper traditional DM who stays back and helps out, and who is happy to do that, right? The only one we've had to in recent years, if we're honest, was probably Coquelin. You know, if you look at, I think Teddy mentioned it, or yourself, I can't remember. Teddy mentioned it, and I thought, you know what, he's got a point actually, because Coquelin was like he was a revelation, and him and Cazorla, actually, what a combination them two were. It worked. It worked. Right, it was only later on he started to, you know, he was going further forward, wasn't he? And he wasn't as disciplined as what he was when he first come in. He just sat, broke up play, and gave the ball to, you know, Cazorla or another, you know, a more creative player. And that's what we need. What I like about Bissouma, he's a beast. He's a beast. You ain't getting through him. You ain't getting through him. He's strong, powerful, athletic, and we need that. We've not had that since Vieira and Petit. You know what I mean? Players who can play but can mix it as well. And Vieira would say that. How do you want to play today? If you want to mix it, we'll mix it. You want to play today? You want to play ball? We'll play ball. But if you want to mix it, we'll mix it. It's up to you. We'll play it however you want to play it. And that's the kind of midfield I want. Strength, imposing, bully. Because I'm so used to seeing us get bullied. I want us to go and bully. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, mate. I agree. I agree, mate. I totally agree with you. I mean, that's what I think we need to do. But by the same token, again, like I was saying, what we've got to remember is, because I think a lot of the time what we do is just look at it on paper. Like I said earlier on paper, yes, at the moment, our squad is good enough and our starting 11 is good enough to get us top 4.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Of course it is. But if you're being realistic and you break it down and you actually sit down and think about it, how many games this season, right? How many games in the season at the moment would you say, for instance, Gabriel, Partey, Martinelli, Saka, and Smith Rowe would play all together in a team? How many times would you in that season would you think that they would play in a game?
Yeah, no, I get it, but then that's
injury, because of
that's
injury.
every team, no tell. That's every team. You know, that's you know, that's every team.
The other day, Diesel, with Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? You know that Salah's going to be on the pitch, and Mane and Firmino. You know, they play nearly every game. Whenever we do a Liverpool stream, they're on that team sheet most of the time.
Yeah, they are.
Same as Henderson and things like that. And I just don't think at the moment, you know what I mean? No disrespect to Saka or Smith Rowe or Martinelli. At the moment, you know what I mean? We're all excited about them. We're, you know, but the tendency at the moment is that they do pick up injuries all the time.
Yeah. No, they do. I think that's. I say it's the same as. I think it's the same as every team, because Liverpool, you know, although saying that, they've been. I think I'm not to take anything away from Liverpool, but the last 2 years they've been very, very lucky with regards to their front three really get injured. Really, right? They always seem to play every game, don't they? And it's only this year where it's really hit them. Injuries has really cost them bad, but yet they're still up there. You know, because obviously they all play the same way, you know, from youth, from the reserves to up, you know, they all have that one style of play. That's one thing that Jurgen Klopp, implemented when he first got there. With us, it's a case of, do you know what I mean? If Emil Smith Rowe's out, then I'm thinking, blimey, who's going to go in and replace him now? You know what I mean? And that's where I think we need strength in depth. Again, this is what I think, you know, it was a good point that Teddy mentioned, you know, is that we still need. We've got a big squad, but we've got a squad full of the wrong players for me. If you look at our midfield, Granit Xhaka, El Neni, right? They're very. We've got industrious midfielders, right? I'd say that, you know, midfielders who can run and work hard, but that's about it. You know, they've got nothing else. You know, we've got too many of the same type of player, if that makes sense. You know, we don't have a Cazorla. You know, we don't have that magician. We don't have, you know, do you know what I'm saying? El Nenny's more or less a water carrier. Xhaka's more or less that as well. And I think that's the thing with us, right? We've got too many of the same player. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's we still need players coming in. Someone put in the chat earlier on about Buendia, right? And I know I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans saying they don't rate him. They probably don't rate him, because he's only got a 15 million price tag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what winds me up with a lot of Arsenal fans. If the price tag isn't big, they must be crap. Doesn't work like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that.
The example for that, Diesel, is Tierney. 25 million.
Yeah. We could sell him tomorrow and double our money and some. You know, so
exactly. You know what I mean?
Bargain essentially. What a bargain, though. What a bargain. He's probably already second best left back in the league. 25 million. Do you know what I'm saying? What's a bargain? And already he's one of our assets. Not that we've got many, but what an asset he is. Saka is now an asset. If we sold him tomorrow, blimey, how much could we get for him? Martinelli's another one. You know, Partey. You know, we went from a team who had really no assets to a team now that's obviously, we got about 4 or 5 there. You know, so it's you know, you're looking at it and you're thinking, blimey, do you know what I mean? This is what annoys me, right? There's not that much to tweak. And this is what I keep saying. As much as I go on saying this team, these players, right? A lot of them are leaving now, and I just look at it and I think with these youngsters, they're leaving at the same time some of these youngsters are starting to come up. You know, and I'm looking at it. Smith Rowe, for me now, is a permanent fixture, you know, in that team. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know, Martinelli's now back and Saka's there's no telling where he can go. His ceiling's so high, right? Then you've got Bellerin if he stays. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens there with him. Gabriel at the back. Tierney, who would walk into any other team in this league, let's be honest. You know, Leno, exactly. Yeah, Leno's the least of our worries, mate. He's not even a worry to me. You know, so the only worry is we need my only worry is we need a number 2. But other than that, you know, so I'm looking at it thinking, do you know what? You know, Buendia's 15 million. So what? He's a good player. Sorry, he doesn't. That's the one thing I will back Wenger on when he said about Rob Holding. Now, I'm not a lover of you know, Rob Holding, but when he said sorry, he only cost 2 million. Sorry, he wasn't 50, 60, and I do get that thought process because that's how a lot of fans go on. If we pick him up for 15 million, but then for me, everyone wants aouar. This guy can come in the team more or less straight away, and do the business. Aouar will probably need a season. Look at Pepe. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's coming from a league that's nowhere near as intense as this one, right? Yeah. Norwich got relegated. Yes, they got relegated, but he stood out in that team. He can't do it all on his own. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and if that's the case, why do fans want Max Aarons then? Because he was in that team that got relegated, but no one says anything about Max Aarons. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Read that out, mate. Read that super chat.
Yeah, sorry, I do go on, mate. You need to tell me to shut up, NBA Gaming, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. My guy, come on, NBA. I haven't seen you in a while. Terry, make it easy and say Dennis Zakaria. He's the number 1. I've not seen him play NBA. I can't lie to you, mate. I've not seen. I've heard the play. I've heard of him, but I've not seen him play.
I've not really seen much of him. No, you're right, mate. You're right.
Do you know what? This is a good comment. Robert, Terry is cool. I 90% disagree with him, but he doesn't flip-flop. You don't tell. So I know his opinions are, genuine. That's the key word there. Genuine. Do you know what I'm saying? Not thinking, if I say this, because I've seen so many channels, right, where they do this. I want to say what I really want to say, but I can't because I know everyone in the chat is going to go at me and disagree. So let me just keep those guys sweet, and I'll go with what the masses say, and that way I'm safe. Do you know what I mean? Gutless.
Exactly. No. But no, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it, Robert. But
that's a good comment. That's what I brought up. Yeah.
But the thing is, like I said, you know, I've always maintained, and I always will, this time next season, once we've got rid of all these players, which we seem to be getting rid of now, and he's got some of these players in, if we're still at doing the same thing, if we've lost 8 games and things like that, I'll hold my hands up and say, look, is Arteta really the man? Is he really the man that's going to take us forward? But all I was trying to say was when I was backing him was I looked at the whole situation as a whole, not just in the moment, if you know what I mean, Diesel.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. So we get too emotional after a result. But I can see why I do, Till. I do. You know, I can't, you know, say about anyone else because I do. Because I've seen games where these players can turn up, and for me, if these players, Till, if all these players are playing as well as they can, but they're just, it comes down to quality. They're just not good enough. Then it's a problem. But I'm not going at the players so much because I know they're putting it in. They're just not quite up to the mark. Where I get angry is I've seen games where they're like a light switch. If they turn themselves on, they can turn up today and do the business. Then next week, I can't be bothered today.
Yeah.
For me, I'm sorry. That's what I can't have. Can't have that. You know what I mean?
And the players that are gone, let's be real now. The players that are gone and that will be going are them ones that will not pull it in every single week, Diesel. Yeah,
the exception of Socrates. I never had him down as one of them. I think he gives it all. He's a proper. But look, he's a perfect example, right, of what I've just said. It's that lack of. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. But he's not good enough. But whenever he did play, Till, you know, he gave it all he had.
Yeah,
he just wasn't good enough. And I would never knock Socrates because he come in, he done what he could do. He wasn't lazy. So I'm on about the lazy ones. But Alexandre, go Miss. Alexander, sorry, mate, my fault. I need to message you tonight. So yeah, about what I wanted to talk to you about. I'll do that tonight, mate. Apologies. He's put good afternoon from Sugarland, Texas, folks. How's Claude today? You will stay safe, please. COVID UK version is 80% more contagious. Regards. Christ.
And it shows 80%. By the death. Have you seen the deaths today? It's gone up again.
Yeah.
1800. I mean, the positive is going down. The people that's becoming positive with it, but the deaths are going up, and that's obviously the start of the Christmas period. Now that we're seeing,
I was just about to say that to you. Because I remember you saying that the numbers are produced 2 weeks prior. Is that right?
Yeah, basically, that's basically what it is. Yeah. So you see the start of it last week with it going up 1,200. You know what I mean? 1,300, 1,500, and now it's going up even more now. So it's probably going to be like that for the next 2 weeks before you would even see the deaths sort of coming back under 1,000 again, I reckon.
Yeah. Because I think they were saying as well that is it over 500,000 people already have had the vaccination. So we should start seeing the numbers to drop, not rapidly drop, but drop.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, fingers crossed, mate. But thank you, Alexander, mate. Really appreciate that, mate. Always appreciate that. You know that.
We've got a comment.
Oh, sorry. I was boosting you here. Look, Terry, the voice of reason. Let Claude see that. He'll go mad. That's his title.
Read that one, mate.
LG92, thank you, mate. He's put, guys, come on. People are flipping the other way now. Arsenal are apparently great again after beating the poor Newcastle twice. FA Cup was lucky. Poor West Brom, Chelsea, who were playing terrible. Yeah. It's not, listen, mate, LG, for me, it's not papering over the cracks. You know, nothing's been solved overnight. You know, there's still a lot wrong. I'm just trying to focus more on the positives. And when I say positives, I'm on about the youngsters. Because for me, they're our future. We're starting to see movement now. I knock Arsenal a lot. I do knock them a lot, right? But one thing I will say, with the players leaving at the moment, fair play to the club, you know, and they're finally starting to do what I've wanted to see. You know, Ozil going I don't think you guys realise how major that is for us. you'll probably see the benefits of that in the long term rather than today and tomorrow. Socrates going as well. Nothing against him, but he had to go. Kolasinac. We're starting to see a pattern here, guys, of those players, the last of the Wenger players, if you like, are starting to be shown the door. And I think a lot of it, they were probably the ringleaders in whatever nonsense was going on. And one by one, they're easing out the door. So if they could get rid of Mustafi, I reckon they would have. I took from what he said as if to say we tried, but Mustafi's one of them who will sit out his contract, I reckon, because he ain't getting that money anywhere else. He'd have to be an idiot to go. So Arteta's probably thinking, do you know what, for the sake of 6 months, you know, and let's be honest, if we do get injuries, he's okay to come in and do a job. Do you know what I mean? So I'll use him for 6 months, but summer's gone. You're out, you're gone. But you can help me for 6 months. So if I have to call on you, I know you're there, sort of thing. All right, you can't. He's on the contract. You can't do nothing about that, mate. That's just a legal thing, isn't it? But yeah.
For me, Diesel. Look, you can put the other side of that, LG, and the other side of that was, let's be real, was a month ago we was in a relegation battle. We was going to get relegated. It's possible for us to get relegated. So this is what I'm saying, LG. You've got on one side of the coin, you've got fans that, you know, are really, really negative and disappointed with what's going on and can't see the whole situation and just look at the negative side. You know what I mean? Because we've lost 8 games now and we've been to 15th and God knows what. But yeah, if you look at the other side of the coin, there'd be fans that are saying what you're probably saying, you know, what your comment there, you know, oh, we're going to win the league now. We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to get top 4 because we're 6 games unbeaten, 5 wins, 1 draw, 13 goals, only let in 1 with 5 clean sheets. Why not look at the positive there? But what I'm saying is look, if you look at the whole situation, I'm not saying that Arsenal are going to be great now. Yes, I'm celebrating Arsenal winning. Yes, I'm celebrating that we're getting up the table and things seem to be going in the right direction. But I've always seen this. I've never been one to say, and you know that, Diesel, I've never been one to say, oh, Arteta's our manager now that we're going to go and win the Champions League now. I've never said that. What I've said is...
Come close, very close.
What I said is, when I maintain it, even when we won the FA Cup, if you go back and look at that stream, at the end of it, look, yes, we're celebrating we've won, but look what he can do once he gets rid of all this rubbish that is in our squad at the moment and brings his own players in. That's what I've been saying for ages. And then I've been saying that come next season, we get rid of all these players. And now all them players I said that are going to go, unbelievably, are going there. So, you know what I mean? You know,
He'll just put that. Listen, you know, I'm going to... You're gone.
I was just reading it out.
Go on, mate. Yeah, read it.
Yeah, he said, fair play. It's good to see Deadwood leaving. No signs of new players coming in, though. Yeah, listen, I don't think we will see coming in until that Ozil... Look, I keep saying it, and I keep repeating myself, but it's the truth. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal won't do things until probably the end of the window. We've done that for bloody God knows how long. I couldn't tell you the last time that we got all our business done at the beginning of the season. Not the beginning of the season, the beginning of the window, I mean. So for me, it's nothing new. But we ain't going to see anything until Ozil's contract is done and we know that that's completely gone. Because let's be honest, anything can break down at the moment still. We all know that it's done, but once it's done, we can move on and then we know that we've got all of that money to play with, people.
Do you know what it is, right? LG, yeah? I get what you're saying, right? Because as fans, there is no better buzz than seeing new players coming through the door, right? Let's be honest, there ain't, right? But and don't get me wrong, we need recruits, yeah. We need new players, fresh blood. I get all of that, but because of the situation we're in with a lot of deadwood at this club, I've always maintained, for me, it's all about clearing the decks. That's got to come before anything. I'd rather that than players coming in. You know, and I've always said that, because those players, those deadwood players are the ones that are holding the club back with regards to finances, money, you know, everything like that. So we can't move forward until these players go, right? And a lot of these players are the ones with that loser mentality, right? And as long as they're here, we ain't going nowhere, right? Now that they're going, a lot of them are going. You know, if you look, and this is why I keep saying, I'd love to get one or two players in January, but I don't just want any player to come in. If Arteta's got in his mind, if he knows the player he wants, right, but he knows he can't get him until the summer, I'm happy with that. I liken it a lot to Jurgen Klopp, right? Jurgen Klopp wanted Virgil van Dijk for ages. I remember one transfer window, he couldn't get him, right? But because Jurgen Klopp wanted him, he identified him, and that's the man he wants. He don't want anyone else. You know, like other managers tell, all right, I want him, but if I can't get him, I'll just get someone else. Jurgen Klopp's like, no, I want him. If I've got to wait for him, I will wait for him. I won't get anyone else because I want him, right? And if that is the case, I would rather wait 6 months and get the players that are required for this club, rather than just for sake of it, let's just get in one or two. There's no point, Tel. I'd rather wait and get the right players in than get any old player. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, so I think that's my whole thing. But look, everyone's different, man. Everyone's different.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. I'm fed up with going out and just getting second best. Let's be honest. And that's what we've been doing. Well, not even second best, sometimes third or fourth best. Let's be real with some of the players that we've signed over the recent years.
Yeah. We've bought players in, Tel, not because we really want that player. We've bought them in because they're cheap.
Yep, exactly.
It's as simple as that. You know, they're cheap. You know, we're shopping at Poundland, didn't we? You know what I'm saying? You know, or like a Willian, who's, you know, he's a good player, but he's obviously coming towards the end. And this is what I don't get about it's the only thing I'd say about Arteta, you know, what is your philosophy? Because on the one hand, you've got young, hungry players who are doing the business at the moment, right? But then you signed Willian, who's towards the end. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, that hunger, it's not there, Theo. He's won trophies. I'm not saying, you know, you have to look at that, you know, but then saying that, we're stuck with him now. So Willian, if we wanted to sell him, Theo,
oh, what a poor shot. Sorry, Diesel.
That's right. If we wanted to sell him, he's got every right to do an Ozil and just sit it out. He's got every right to do that. And that's what I look at and think, do you know what? At 32, to give him that money, that contract, 3 years, not 1 or 2, 3 years, that could be a potential. I'm not saying it will. I don't think he comes across as that sort of player. But that could potentially slip us up further down the road.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that worries me. But go on.
Do you know what it is? Look. Pete, see, this is what
Michael. Go on,
is thanks, Michael. Is that people will think I'm trying to wiggle out of it or trying to get Arteta out of it or things like that. It's nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to look at the whole.
Stop it, Tel. Stop it.
I'm trying to look. The only thing that I can think of with William, right, is that obviously we've got a whole squad there. Before we come in, we've got an whole squad there of players that we wanted to get rid of. Yeah, William, yes, he's 32. But let's be real, that season before we got him, he had a good season for Chelsea. He was probably one of their best players, right? So he was probably thinking, look, he's got experience, he's been there, he's done it. He's worn a T-shirt in the Premiership, do you know what I mean? So I can rely on him. I can rely on him to be one of the players that I need at the moment to get me out of the shit that I can rely on. At the moment, it hasn't worked out. Let's be real, it hasn't worked out. You know what I mean? But I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Kenny Ken or Paddy the other day. I can't remember which one it was. But they said, if you look at Conte was like that. Conte's like that. Even at Inter Milan, is it Inter Milan or AC Milan he's at now? Oh, my God. They just hit the
Inter, I think.
Inter, right? He said that he's gone out and he's bought players that he knows who's played with him before, who's probably 32 or 33 years old still.
In a league like that, you can in a league like that. But over here, You can't tell. You know, it's a red flag. When you got Chelsea who won't do it. It's the same with like David Luiz. When you think they're on a transfer ban, they've only got 4 centre halves, but yet you're willing to give us your deadly rivals, right? You know, your London rivals. You're willing to give us one of your players when you're on a transfer ban, and you've only got 4 fit centre halves. I mean, for me, there's no smoke without fire, man. There's something not right there. You know, so the Willian thing, and listen, I don't think he's, and I'm probably getting stick in the chat for this. I don't think Willian. I like Willian. I've always thought he's a good player. Yeah. But since he's come in, there's something not right. But at the same time, you don't become a bad player overnight. No, you know what I'm saying? He is there is a good player in there, because I've seen it. You've seen it, Ted. We've all seen it. Yeah, he is a good player. For whatever reason, I don't think it's down to his ability. There's something more going on. You can put it down to tactics or whatever, right? I don't know. Yeah. But good players, good players adapt to tactics. The tactics thing for me is a bit, I don't really fall for that, if I'm honest. Yeah, if you're a good player, you're a good player. You know, you can adapt. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, but
the best thing at the moment for Arsenal and for our club, right, is that obviously these youngsters, if they stay fit, right, the future is bright, right? And the best thing about it is, even now, right, is that Pepe now and even Willian, right, whenever they get a chance now, they've got to play really, I mean, a high standard, because if they don't, they will never get back into this team. And that goes for Pepe and all. That goes for Pepe and all. Because at the moment, your starting 3, if they stay fit, at the moment, is out of 4 players. And that's Saka on the right, Martinelli or Aubameyang on the left at the moment, and Lacazette up front. That's without foul. For me, that's without foul. Right? So now you've got 3 players that will play. You've got 1 that's waiting in the wings to come on at the moment, if it be Martinelli or Aubameyang, Lacazette or Saka. And then you've got Pepe now, that will probably be just behind them, and probably Willian. So now when they get their chance, they have to come on. They have to be outstanding. I mean, like proper outstanding to warrant holding on to that shirt and leaving Saka or Aubameyang or Martinelli on the bench. So
right,
now that creates competition, which we haven't had, Diesel, for years.
Yeah, but does it though? See, that's my argument. That's why I don't get what Arteta's like trying to do. Are you trying to go for youth, hungry, young, vibrant, busy? You know, because Willian, when he comes on, is there a hunger? Is that hunger still there? This was always like my question about Mesut Ozil, right? Is there that hunger there to think, I need to win my place back? He's 32, he's 33 soon. He's won more or less what there is to win in the game. You know, he's on a downward slope. Do you know what I'm saying? So whether he plays or not, at the end of the day, he's stayed in London. He's not really had to move house, has he? Let's be honest. Yeah. He's got that restaurant with David Luiz. Although it made sense personally, from a personal point of view, to come to the Arsenal, because he doesn't have to up sticks, right? But on the pitch, I don't see him coming on, breaking his back, thinking, I need to get back into this side. I could see a youngster doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the start of my career. You know, I'm at the Arsenal, like, you know, and playing like your life depended on it. I don't see that with Willian. I see a player who's comfortable. He's got 3 years. He knows he ain't going nowhere. They can try and sell him, but he has to agree to that transfer. If he doesn't, he's on that money till. He's sweet. He's done. And surely we should have learned from the Ozil thing and not fallen for that again. Yeah. And I'm not saying it will happen, but at the end of the day, the Willian we're seeing this season is a shadow of what we've seen in the last several years at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what worries me, you know?
But the thing is, don't forget, I think the only good, I don't know what Man City, Kevin De Bruyne, and we might have got a little bit of a fin. So it might be precaution. He's bringing him off, and Jesus is coming on. Just getting back to that. The good thing, which might happen, right, which I can see happening, because if Willian don't get back in this side, which at the moment he should never do at the moment, maybe he might say, well, I'm 32, 33, I've only got a couple of good years left in me. So look, Arteta, please, I want to go somewhere else where I'm going to be playing football non-stop. Hopefully that will happen, mate.
No, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But it's when you're hearing about the player, you know, he loves it in London, doesn't want to leave, got a business venture going on here. His kids are settled here. His wife loves it here. You know, it's going to take something special, really special, to prize him away from all of that. Now, if he was playing well, the chances are, a foreign club will look at him and thinking, blimey, he's doing the business at 32. He's worth taking the punt on. What they're seeing this season, they're probably thinking, I ain't touching that with a barge pole, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that's it's just a bit worrying, mate. It's just a bit worrying. You know, there's a reason Chelsea did not give him 3 years. There's a reason.
Well, they offered him 2, didn't they? So it was just an extra year we was offering him. They was offering him 2 years, and he wanted 3. So otherwise, if they would have went for the 3, he would have been at Chelsea still.
Yeah, difference being though, I think Chelsea, if they gave him the 2 years and he stayed, he accepted that and he stayed. See, that's another thing, right? If they offered him 2 years, why not take the 2 years? I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Me personally, I don't get it. But it's just, you know, I don't know, mate. It's just Pepe's another one. Pepe's another one. It's just I'm running out of patience on him, mate. I like him, but I look at him when he comes on the pitch. I look at him. He has that look to me where I'm like, do you know what, Pepe? You don't want it, do you? You don't want it.
Do you know what it is for me? All right, Phil, I've got half a chance and sit here, just dealt with it. But you know what it is for me is that he's come here and he's all about the flicks and the tricks and dummies and, you know what I mean, stepping overs and all that rubbish, right? Whereas now, where we're sitting on that bench, because obviously Saka's playing, and he's looking at Saka now and he's thinking, fucking hell, he's out of this world. Let's be honest, he's out of this world. How am I going to get back in this team? Because that's what I will be thinking at the moment. The only way I'm getting back in this team is if he gets injured.
Yeah.
But what he does, brilliant, Saka, and he does the easy things fantastic. Yeah. And that's what that's what Pepe needs to do. If Pepe done the simple things like what Saka done, his game would improve immensely, I think, in the Premiership.
Yeah, but you know, but that's why I said to you, I think a couple of weeks ago, about I'd be intrigued to see Pepe on the left, because I do think, right, if I'm being a bit fair to Pepe, Bellerin behind him doesn't help him. And I think Saka, when Saka was on the left, Saka benefited a lot from Tierney behind him. I'd like to see Pepe on the left, just to see, do you know what I'm saying? Or, obviously, start playing Cedric. And just see, because when Pepe had Maitland-Niles behind him, he actually played really well. Yeah. And I think, I'm not saying that's the only factor to tell, but it is a factor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think so anyway. But yeah, he just does his body language, everything. He doesn't show me he wants it. I see Saka. Saka can have a bad game, but Saka grafts still. He doesn't. He's always trying to make something happen. I look at Pepe. And he's like, he gets subbed off. Oh, okay, I'm coming. It's just, you know, like when you want to shake someone and say, do you know what, bloody hell, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Pepe, because I know there's a player in there. Do you know what I'm saying? There is a player in there. The likelihood is he'll leave us, he'll go somewhere abroad, and he'll smash it again. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there is a player there, But now's the time to show it, because you're running out of time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah. Traore here for Villa puts the ball in the box, and City have dealt with it. We are doing a watch along, by the way. It's 64.
Yeah, sorry guys. Oh, is there a game on? Sorry, Tel. Oh yeah, Man City.
Aston Villa 0. It's not been the greatest game, to be honest. Not been the greatest games. Man City's had all the possession. They've had a few chances, and Villa's had a couple of chances, but it's still 0-0 at the moment. 4 minutes gone.
Yeah, that's how I feel, Andy. That's how I feel. He just doesn't look interested. I think that's the problem. He doesn't look interested. And yeah, if it carries on like that, mate, cut our losses. Do you know what? What would we get for him now, do you reckon, Tel?
Who, Pepe?
Yeah.
If we got half of the money back, I'd be happy, mate, to be honest, at the moment. Because let's be real, what have we done? He's had probably 1-2 good games where we scored a couple of goals in them and got us out of a bit of trouble. But apart from that, for me, mate, nothing.
Yeah.
Bellerin, 3-against-3. Barkley on his left-hand side, just outside the box. Cuts inside. Oh, they've got a free kick, though. They've got a free kick here. McGinn's gone down just outside the box from Gundogan. And they've got a dangerous free kick here. 2 seconds, Diesel, 2 seconds.
No, go on, mate. Kraken, hope you're well, mate. Arteta was brought in too early. They needed a rebuild with an experienced manager, not a new guy. Yeah, I've been saying that, mate. That's my thoughts as well. I don't think he's the man to do the rebuild. I really don't, mate. That's just my opinion. I'll stand by it. But yeah, I wanted an elite manager, especially to oversee a rebuild. Because this rebuild coming up will either make us or break us. I think it's that important for us. At the same time, like, you know, the other day when we won 3-0, you know, Arteta, he got things spot on. You know, listen, you've got to give him credit where it's due. You know, and I've always said to, you know, Terry will say this to you, I don't want him as our manager, but I don't dislike the man. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't hate him. I just don't think he's the right man. Unfortunate, but that's just my thoughts on it. But I'm not going to...
Diesel, just two. And we've just got a kick coming in. Oh, and it's gone straight at the wall. Sorry, mate. Go
on. But yeah, I'm not going to... Every time he makes a mistake, I'm going to jump on him. And then when he does something good, I'm going to... You know, you've got to give it... You've got to give praise. You know, you've got to give credit where it's due.
Again, Diesel, we had this conversation with Taddy earlier. If no one didn't see it, if you look at the other side, whereas, you know, we could have got Mourinho in, we could have got Ancelotti in, one of them. What would have happened? What would have happened if the same happened now? Do they get a free pass because obviously of the past what they've had? Is that what would have happened if they would have already lost 8 games and everything like that? They got a free pass because of Villa just inside the box. Ball comes across. Pimpon. They're trying to call for a penalty, but I don't think that's going to. Oh, what a good shot! But the keeper saved it, and now Man City have half. That's a free kick. That's a free kick to Man City. So, yeah. So, just getting back to it, Diesel. That's what I mean. I don't think there would have been a call at this precise moment for Mourinho's head or Carlo Ancelotti's head if we was in this situation now because of their past.
No, well, I can only speak for me, Tel. You know how much I love Mourinho. I love him. I think he's a club. Yeah, I wanted him. My dream one is Diego Simeone, but failing that, Mourinho. But I'm not. I couldn't come on here and if he's made a mistake or he's messed up, I can't come on here and say and try and deflect from that. If he's messed up and I see it, I'm going to say he messed up. And I think people need to realise, right? If they give Arteta a stick, it's not them saying I want Arteta out, but I can call him out on something he's done during the game. I have that because this is it ain't Mikel Arteta's club. This is our club, Tel, our club. Yeah. You know, yeah. I think, you know, and I think this is what people forget. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's played for our club. He doesn't support our club. He's got no special personal, you know, affiliation. Yes, he's played here, right? But we've supported, you know, this club for years. You know, they come and go. You know, we're the one constant, aren't we? We're the ones who are always here. So we have the right. Plus, we financially, you know, we put money into the club, whether it's for buying a shirt or whatever. So we have our right to like say something. Yeah. The only thing is, I would say, again, my opinion, but I think a better manager, an elite manager, wouldn't have had 8 losses. If Mourinho was here, I don't think we would have lost 8 games. We would have lost games. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it would have been that many. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, that's just my opinion, yeah. But and do you know what? There's, for all we know, Arteta could turn out to be an absolute quality manager in time. But if it's in time, I'd rather go and get him then in 2 or 3 years once he's shown what. I've got no issue with that. My only thing is an ex-Arsenal player getting the job, because our fan base is fractured as it is. Now that, you know, an ex-Arsenal, it really creates divide, because some fans like him purely because he played for us and he was a captain and he won the FA Cup. And others, like me, think it's a mistake. It's always a mistake bringing an ex-player back to the club. I'd rather someone who's got no affiliation with us at all come in with a fresh pair of eyes. Some of these players tell he's played alongside. So for me, that doesn't ever bode well for me. But, you know, I don't know, mate. But everyone's different, isn't they? A lot of what we see is on social media, mate. That doesn't even account for probably 4 or 5% of this Arsenal fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, mate. Corner here for City, comes in the box. Villa have dealt with it and cleared it.
Lone Star always calls them circus clowns, doesn't he? Go on, the Lone Star. Arteta should finish top 6 or get the sack. Right. Hello, Faye.
Hello, Faye. Hope you're well.
Is that really Faye?
Another reactional one for me again. But you know, we've talked about that a lot anyway. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we needed a rebuild, and we need the club to get rid of all these deadwood and that. Do you know what I mean? And on one hand, we're saying we need to get rid of these deadwood, and we don't care if any players come in, but he's got to get top 6. You know what I mean? So it's mad when you actually think about it. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? If you actually put it all into context of what everyone thinks he should be doing, what he needs to do, and things like that. I mean, come on. I mean, it's not realistic. Not even as you say, a experienced manager could come in and probably do that. Yes, he maybe have got another couple of games wins, maybe, or a draw instead of losing. But would it have been that different?
I think so, yeah. And I tell you what, Tim, right? I think you're what Faye just said there about top 6, right? When you think about it, she ain't really wrong, is she? Because we finished 8th last season, right? Now, as me, you, and Claude always say, right, the table doesn't lie. That's an old school saying from time, right? It doesn't lie, yeah. So at the end of the day, if we finish 8th and then this season we finish 6th, it's not as much progress as it's nowhere near what I'd like, but Arteta could turn around and say, look, you know, I'm not being funny, but obviously if I'm going to, you know, let's be fair to me, I've got us up 2 places, right? And I'm not going to, there's nothing flash about being 6. But Arteta could turn around and say, well, look, at least I'm showing some signs. Last season was 8th. If it's any lower, if it's 8th or lower, then if we're just looking from a league table point of view, forget what we've seen during the season. If we're just looking at that, then where's the progress? So if it's less than 8th, if we finish 9th, 10th, 11th, there's an argument to say we've regressed.
There is.
I know you won't agree with that, but let's be honest, in black and white, that's a fact.
But the progression for me would be what's happened elsewhere. The progression is that we've got rid of half of our team, half of these deadwoods. They've gone. They've actually gone. People kept saying, no, we won't get rid of them. They won't go. We won't do this. I mean, how many discussions did we have at the beginning of the season, right? Everyone that was Arteta out saying, what you want about, Tel? What you want about? We're never going to get rid of these players in January or next season. They're never going to go. We're never going to get anyone in and blah, blah, blah. That's what everyone was saying. But guess what? It's happening. It's happening. What you know, a majority of Arsenal fans could see, it's happening. Instead of being very, very reactional, yes, it would be disappointed if we finished lower than 8th. Of course it would be. But look at the progression, what's happening with the rebuild that's happening now. The deadwood's gone. Like you said, Diesel, you'd be happy if no players come in at the moment. You know what I mean? You'll be happy if no players come in at the moment. If we got rid of another 2 players, you'll be happy with that. Yeah,
no, that's right, because I still think we've got enough. We need more. We need more. But if you go on what we're seeing at the moment, I'm not watching Arsenal now thinking, my God, we are in desperate need of players, and we need them right now in the next week or two. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at, you know what I mean? You know, and that's what I'm saying, Terry. It's more for me getting players out. You know, I think we've got enough here to last us 6 months until the summer comes. I do, right? I do. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, I think we've got enough here to obviously, you know, fly up like we have been. You know, 6 games on the spin. You know, 6 games. You know, it's not exactly relegation talk, is it? But
no.
But it's you know, listen, for me, right? I've accepted. Yeah, look, I don't think Arteta's the man, right? But I also know that he ain't going anywhere, you know. So I think, as much as a lot of Arsenal fans are going to, you know, no matter what he does, they're going to scrutinise him. You know, the minute he makes a little mistake, you know, they're going to jump on him. Right? I don't want him as our manager, but I don't dislike the man. For me, it's not personal. It never has been. It's what I think's best for this football club. Yeah, right. He will be here next season. The one thing I would say is next season for Arteta, there is no hiding place. You know, so like we can talk now about players going and all that. Once this summer comes and he gets his players in, even if he gets 1 or 2, there can't be that excuse anymore. Next season, he only got 1 player in. Wait until he gets more next. No, there is no excuse. Next season, Tel, he's been here long enough. It's sink or swim for me. So we'll have to see what he does next season.
And exactly what you just said here, Liam saying, "Tell you Arteta in, but genuine question: what would it take for you to be Arteta at?" Now, these are what have I always said. Come on, you know what I've always said on here. I've always said wait until next season. Wait until next season. We get all the dead wood, and then this time next year, if we've lost 8 games and we don't seem to be, you know, going anywhere, that's when I'll hold my hands up and say, right, the rebuild is, you know what I mean, is sort of happened, but you've got your players in now, Arteta. You should be doing much better than what you're doing now. And if he ain't, that's when I will start proper scrutinising him, questioning him, and saying, "Well, what's going on here, mate? What is going on here?"
So I've got a feeling you say all this, Tel, but you will find something, you know, next season.
Nah. Oh my God!
Luckily, the guys in our stream have got very good memories, right? So if that is the case, I'm sure they'll be very quick to pull you up. But
exactly, that's what I mean. But oh my God, another chance. Villa had a chance about a minute ago, and it went straight across goal, and then it went straight down the other end. City had a chance of going across goal, and then they've had a corner. It's gone across goal, and it's a
what minute are you in?
76 minutes. Corner come in, and Villa have dealt with it at this moment, and they've got rid of. No, they haven't. Yeah, they've got a throw in there.
I think I'm ahead of you. Were you in 76?
77, 01, 02, 03.
Oh no, I'm still behind you. All right, no, because I just see that. Yeah. Tony Kelly, hope you're well, Tone. Do you know what, mate? Bang on, because I said this the other day to someone. The quicker Man City gets a like-for-like replacement for Aguero, they'll be firing again. Tony, for me, they are, if they get themselves a top-class striker, for me, that's them. That's them, mate. You know, they're made. Aguero needs to be, he's too injury prone for me. I love Aguero's class, but he's at an age now. He's 32, 33. He's getting on. If they can replace him with a top class, do you know what people say about Timo Werner? Yeah, I rate him. I think Werner's a class. I really do. I know. I don't care what's going on at the moment. I've seen enough to think. But for me, Timo Werner's in the wrong team. He would thrive in that Man City team. The pace he's got, can play on either flank, can play up front. I'm telling you, But yeah, as soon as they get a top class striker, mate, they should go for Harry Kane.
Liverpool wanted him, didn't they? You know what I mean? And he chose Chelsea probably for money reasons. But
yeah, and it's London, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah,
so,
same as Pepe. That's what. Look, I think what we've got to realise as fans and all is just because he's a fantastic players abroad and they do brilliant. Not every time will they come to England for a team and be fantastic. There's going to be times when it just doesn't work out for them. What a goal, Man City!
It's good.
What a great goal! Bruno Fernandes, I think. No, for Dean.
We've been doing too many watch-alongs still.
Hold up. Is this a...
Oh, just seen it. What a goal.
Pep's standing here with his hands out. I don't know. I'm just waiting. Why it seems a bit subdued at the minute.
Bernardo Silva.
Oh, Mins has had a good game, and that was his fault.
No, it's a goal. Yeah, it's gone ahead.
Yeah, it's a goal. Yeah, Man City 1-0, 79. Well, coming up to the 80th minute, City take the lead against Aston Villa.
You know what it is. I saw what you. He was like that. He was having a go at someone. He was having a go at his players because it's taking them this long to score a goal. That's what I'm talking about. Perfection. Pep demands perfection. That is what I'm saying. When I say about an elite manager, right?
Yeah.
If you scored 2, why didn't you score 3? Yes, we won 7-0, but I'm not happy with that bit and that bit in the first half and that. Do you know what I mean? Perfection. Keep these players on their toes. I love that. I love Pep.
Aston Villa manager's getting booked. He's getting the yellow card.
Dean Smith.
Oh, no, he's being sent off. He's been sent off.
Behave. Right, I'm watching.
He's been sent off. I ain't seen a manager get sent off for ages. He's been sent off to the stand. And he just called him a fucking...
The ref's walking over. Here we go.
Well, he only gave him a yellow card. He must have said
something. Oh, he's gone back. Oh, something.
Yeah.
No, he said something. I want to know what he said.
Well, as he's walking away, he's undoing his zip and he says, "You fucking prick."
Oh, yeah, I've just seen that. Go on, Dean. Oh, I'm sure that'll come out tomorrow, mate, what happened there. But
yeah.
Wow.
Well,
let's see if that fires up Villa.
You never know. But City are on the attack again at this precise minute. Oh, Gundogan played well there, held it up in the middle.
Andy, that is the kind of striker, that Man City should be going for, mate. Just break the bank and get him. Haaland. They get him, tell you what, they're going to be unstoppable.
Yeah. Just to go back, don't forget, right? Because we mentioned this and all earlier on in the stream. Fantastic stream, honestly. Go and give it a watch. Yes, I did in days. But listen, if people don't think this affects any football club, and we talk about it all the time or whatever, then you're mad. And that is the situation what we're in with the COVID, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, with COVID, right? Because let's be real. What you just said there, Diesel, City need a striker to go out and to win this league. Now, any other time, I think City would have went out and spent 50, 60 million to do that. But even Man City, with all that money they've got with their owners and all that, in the situation what we're in at the moment, they're not doing it. Sorry.
Yeah, now you say that, but they weren't doing it before.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they was going out and at least buying one player for 60, 70 million. At least. I mean, you look at they got that left back last time for 60 million, which they didn't really need. Really, they spend all the time. Man City. I don't think there's been. I may be wrong. But I don't think there's been a time when City did not spend any money during a transfer window, and they haven't done yet.
No, I think that last sort of 2 or 3 seasons, they have been relatively quiet. I mean, they did get Ruben Diaz, didn't they? Only in the summer, while the COVID was going on. I think he was about 50, 60 million. Well, as it happens, so far, it's been money well spent. But yeah, for the finances that they've got, but also, I suppose, fair play, financial fair play does come into with regards to salary, because they must pay their players a bundle. So it does. I don't know how far they are to the line or whatever. But yeah, no, that aside, as soon as they relaxed it, I would have been the first to say, right, I'm going to take advantage of the rules being relaxed and just slap down 70, 80 million and test Dortmund. for Haaland. Because he's, you know what I'm saying? Equally, if I was them, I'd go all out and try and get Harry Kane.
Well,
and I mean all out and go and get him, whatever it takes. Put the money down. But
I'll tell you what, it seems funny, right? It seems funny. It ain't just Man City, Man United, Chelsea.
Look, even Chris has said that. Yeah.
I didn't even think. Yeah.
Bear in mind, they got done as well only a year ago, didn't they? So yeah.
But why no one ain't come in for him still? You know what I mean? Why hasn't no one come in for Harry Kane still?
Yeah. You know what it is, right? Some of them said to me once, and it kind of made sense, right? It sounds really bad, right? But because I always thought, you know what? Because I love Harry. I just think he's such a class player. I really do. He can do it. He's got a bit of everything. His passing range is unbelievable, right, for a striker. And I look at it and I think a Barcelona or a Real Madrid, right, could do a lot worse, right, than try and get Harry Kane. And someone was saying to me, and this plays a part in football, unfortunately, right? He's not marketable.
Yeah.
And do you know what, right? That I thought, it doesn't matter. But then when I thought about it, do you know what? That person's got a point, you know, because in football nowadays, it's all about what a player can generate, yeah? You know, shirt sales and, you know, blows, you know, like a Beckham, David Beckham, who I think was a little bit overrated, if I'm honest. Good player, but some people are going way over hype about it. That's just my personal opinion, right? But because he was a good-looking boy, you know what I mean? You can imagine the image rights, merchant, everything away from the pitch. He was so marketable that a club wouldn't, you know, it's not an issue spending 120 million on Beckham because you're going to get that back overnight and some. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Harry Kane isn't marketable for me. The way he comes across, and I'm not being disrespectful because, like I said, I really like Harry Kane, but let's be honest. Do you know what I'm saying?
I didn't really look at it like that.
And I think that plays a part.
Yeah.
I really think it plays a part.
Yeah.
You know? Guys in the chat, let me know your thoughts on that. Because I
did a good question here. Diesel, he said, Big Ginger Ninja has said, genuine question. How come people call you Diesel? Well, let's be honest, Big Ginger Ninja. You wouldn't want to say your real name, which is Shirley, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Tonight I've got with me Shirley. How you doing, Shirley?
Tell and Shell. Oh dear. No, that is generally the reason why. Teresa told you. Blame the parents. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's can you imagine Kane to us? Oh, I'd love to have him, mate. Oh, Tony, no worries, mate. I forgot to say, hope you're well. I hope you're well too, Terry and Diesel.
Thanks, mate. Really good in a minute, mate.
Yeah, marketable, probably not. Do you know what? Topher, I'm the same as you. I don't care about that side of it, as long as he's doing what he's meant to be doing, and you know, and banging in the goals. But that does play a part in football now. That's all that stuff behind the scenes, you know. And that's what someone was saying to me. He'll never go to a proper like a Barca because he's not marketable. Gareth Bale was. Do you know what I'm saying? He was like the Welsh prince and all that. But Harry, nah.
The difference with that is, Topper, with what you got to look at is that you could be, you know, if you're only taking, good save by Martinez from City, they got a corner. What you've got to look at is, say for instance, you bought a Martinelli now. I'm just giving you an example, right? Say you bought Martinelli for 20 million. You're taking a punt. You know what I mean? If he turns out to be a world star, right, then he's going to be marketable because obviously he's gone from 20 million to 80 million. Do you know what I mean, Diesel? Whereas if you buy Kane at the moment, you're probably looking at 100 million. So you need to recoup that money back, even though he might be bad in the goals. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah, no, yeah, I do. I get it. Is if you can buy him 100 million, when you go to sell him, you obviously want to be able to sell him for more.
Yeah.
Not less. I mean, Ibrahimovic still a beast. If only that guy signed for us. Terry Diesel, what's your thoughts?
Hold
Mate,
up. Calling for a penalty here, Man City. Jesus.
Oh, hang on, let's have a look.
I think he's give a penalty. He's give a penalty.
Jesus.
You couldn't see the incident properly in real time. I think obviously VAR. Let's have a look. Corner comes in from Mahrez. Jesus headed it. All right, so yeah, it's an handball. Definite handball. It's definite handball.
Oh, that happened so quick. I've got to see a replay. Hang on.
Yeah, but because it was on target and all. That's the difference, Diesel. It's not like a booking or anything like that. It's just a clear handball.
That's Matty Cash, isn't it?
Here we go. Who's stepping up for this? Looks like Gunner is taking it. Here he goes. 2-0, straight down the middle. 2-0 Man City. Game, set, and match.
Yeah, Matty Cash. Yeah, that's handball, mate. Blatant penalty.
Yeah. 2-0. Game, set, and match.
Gundogan.
So Man City go top. Man City go top on 38 points and a game in hand over Leicester, who's on 38 points too, but they've had a game more. And Man United are on 18, same as Man City at the moment with 37. But City are top on goal difference.
See, and that's the thing, right? Before this game, Leicester were top, weren't they? Top of the league, right? Yeah. And this is what I'm saying, so when you look at their team, they've got they've got really good individual players in that team. Don't get me wrong, right? But they've also got some where you wouldn't. Let's be honest, as we say, if they left Leicester, what top 4, top 5, top 6 team would take them? Not all of them. There's just like a few. Yeah, they have got some ballers there. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you don't need a super team to be up there. You know, if you've got in that 11. 4 or 5 really good quality, and the others are okay, average, bang average at best. But you got those, but they always step up and do the business.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I've always said about. That's why I've always said. There's no reason why we can't get top 4. Our issue is we've always played square pegs and round holes. We've been doing that, and let's be honest, still, we've always done it. We play right. He's not a right back, but we play him there. Why don't we just go out and get a right back? Do you know what I mean?
Right there. But what you've got to remember is that them five players that are just average for Leicester, they turn up every game. And not only do they turn up every game, they're experienced players. When they don't, they step up.
Yeah, but there's a real team ethic there. But even when those average players don't turn up, right? Yeah, the ballers in that team do it on a regular basis. So, like for us, it'd be like if Pepe or whoever ain't turning up, it doesn't matter because aubameyang's doing the business. Lacazette's always, doing the business. Saka and Martinelli always doing the business. Do you know what I'm saying? But
you've answered the question that I try and answer all the time, Diesel. Not that question. I meant what you just said.
Oh, I was speaking.
What you just said. That's what I'm saying. So aubameyang, Lacazette, even Socrates, you could say, David Luiz. All these players that are supposed to be experienced. Willian, you can chuck in there at the minute. All them players, right?
Xhaka,
that should be Xhaka. Yeah, that should be stepping up every week. Haven't done it since Arsene Wenger.
No, they haven't. But what annoys me? Do you know what I mean? Stop it.
I'm getting the balls now. You know what I mean? What's going on? I'm going up.
Giving the giggles now. Disloyal. What? It's the back of your daddy. So, once the stream's done, go and get my bill. That big leather one hanging up.
Bit of Tom and Jerry style.
Yeah. And while you're there, bring me that wicker shoe. Oh, I forgot what he was talking about. What was he talking about? That's tickled you, isn't it? The timing of it.
It was the time and the spot on, wasn't it? It was just really good.
I didn't think you read that.
Oh, God.
Oh, mate.
By the way, it's just finished. Full time, Man City 2-0 against Villa. Man City goes top. What's this? My dad said, a question for you guys. Who were Arsenal's first shirt sponsors on the chest and when was it? Oh, my God.
The only one I know.
Was it JB?
Yeah, JB. Yeah, that's as far back as I can remember. Tell me, yeah JVC.
Oh, if that is, I'd go JVC and I'd have a guess at something like 84, 85. No, hold up. No, it's got to be a bit longer than that because, yeah, I'd say in the region of about between 85 and 88. What about you, Diesel?
I'm going to go JVC. I'm going to go 1980.
All right. So
just a year before I was born. A year before I was born. Let's see.
Well, I'm going on 79 when I was 78. I was born 79. We won the FA Cup against United 3-2, and we had a yellow kit on with just the AFC and the Gunners bit, the Gunners badge there. So 79. Take it forward. I remember like Paul Davis and going right back to them. You know what I mean? JVC and that. I'd say about between 84 and 80, 84 and 86, something like that.
Right, Charles, we're waiting for the answer.
We've got dinner and that to get to.
Exactly. Danny Cook. Hello, Danny. Hi, guys. Hope you're keeping well and best wishes to Claude. Hope he makes a speedy recovery. He is well missed. Exactly, right.
Alex is saying JVC 82.
Alex, I only said JVC 80 because I saw your comment earlier.
83. Anton saying 81. We've got 81, 82, 83 here. So what is it? Charlie said, my dad, Charlie, correct sponsor and try the year Chris was born. 81.
Oh, you're the oldest one, yeah?
Yeah. I'm the oldest and the good-looking one. And obviously, of course, Arsenal not a secret Spurs supporter. Only joking, Chris. Calm down.
He's same year as me then. Chris, nice one.
Right, we get a couple of more questions in just before we end the stream deal because I need to have dinner and that before I go to work on that, mate. And obviously I've done one earlier. I've got that ball on my bum that's coming on the other side now, I think.
I know, yeah, I know. It's the thing of it. I miss Claude more than I miss my ex.
Well, when they say that your nipples start sagging, I didn't realise they moved down to your buttocks. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I just want to say quickly beforehand, don't forget everyone on Friday, the transfer news show. We've got ex-Arsenal legend Kevin Campbell, and hopefully next Monday, if we can clear his schedule, hopefully I can get Lee Gunner on too. Different opinions, as everybody knows. You know what I mean? We don't see eye to eye, but hopefully we can have a good chat if we can get him on. Saturday, 12 o'clock, we've got the Southampton Arsenal FA Cup game. And then early Sunday hours morning, don't forget, we've got the McGregor fight, the UFC. I'll be doing that live watch-along.
He's your favourite, isn't he, McGregor?
Yeah, my favourite.
Yeah.
My favourite.
Who's he fighting?
Poitier. They fought before.
Sydney.
McGregor won.
Sydney Poitier. I think it's all about the actor. It's like Christ.
Poitier. Probably pronounced it wrong. So, but yeah. We'll be looking for that. So coming in, quick couple of questions before we go.
Cheers, Tony. I've heard worse, mate. Trust me. No, cheers, mate. I'm trying, Tone. I'm trying, mate. They need to start taking my call. Cheers, Chris.
Anton saying prediction for the Super League final: Juventus versus Napoli.
Oh, when is that? That's Sunday, isn't it? Sure, that's Sunday. No, I've got to go with Juve, mate. Ronaldo to step up, especially it's a final. He'll be pumped up. He's a winner. I can't go against a side that are facing Ronaldo. I've got to go with Ronaldo, mate. I'm sorry, him alone can win it. So yeah, Juve.
I'll go Juve 2-1.
Definitely,
yeah. Great show, guys. I hope you have a great night. I'll be watching Fulham United. I don't think we'll be doing a live watch along tomorrow, but we will be back obviously tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at I don't know who I've got tomorrow at the moment, so watch out. But I will be doing one, even if it's just myself, 3-4 o'clock. Look out for that, but I will try and get someone on. And Friday, like I said, ex-Arsenal, Kevin Cam will be on Friday at 3 o'clock. Saturday, 12:15, kick-off for the Arsenal Southampton FA Cup game. Then probably about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, UFC, watch along the McGregor fight. And Tuesday after that, Southampton Arsenal again.
So if you're not a true fan, you won't know what he's saying here. Those are quotes from Grandad, Fools and Horses. So Charlie, told you I'm a proper fan, mate. As soon as I saw Emperor Burger, he's Potter. What's he? He's Potter. Yep, Grandad. Come on, Charles. Love it.
Right, Diesel, any last words, mate?
No, just once again, thanks for watching. We don't just do Arsenal, stream watch-alongs on here. We do other games as well. It's normally in it, Tel. We see a game that that's on tomorrow night. That looks like that could be a decent game. Let's do a watch-along. But it's not just that. I find it very hard to watch the game of football because I just love the interaction with the chat. And also, Terry's always ahead of me, so it's probably no point. So, I rely on your commentary as much as everyone else, to be fair. But no, listen, all joking aside, thank you once again. Thanks for the support as well for us and also for Claude. And obviously, Claude will be with us very, very soon. To be honest, we'd rather he make a full recovery and come back fighting fit than a half-fit Claude. It just doesn't make sense, health comes before anything. So if you ain't got your health, what have you got, So just he'll be back very soon, and then obviously back as a free once again. Thanks for watching, guys. That's all I can say. Much appreciated as always.
Exactly. Well said, people. Tony, just to finish off, we would love to get him on, mate, but I don't think we can get anywhere in contact with him. But if anyone knows True Geordie, then by all means, please give us a shout out to him and tell him that we would love to have him on the show, mate. But definitely, True Geordie is a fantastic YouTuber. So definitely we will try all means to try and get him on. But if anyone knows him or can put a good word in, definitely have him on.
Hook us up. Hook us up.
Give us a call. Thanks a lot, everyone. Really appreciate it. Like I said, should be back again tomorrow afternoon, 3-4 o'clock. So watch out for that and see you all soon. All stay safe. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.